Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream again. So today we're going to be working on balancing and maybe some art. We'll see how long the stream goes. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I of course have to do my ads as usual. My hair is being weird today. That's all right. Whatever, who cares? Anyway, Gunforged is available for purchase, so if you want to support my work, check out the Steam page. It's linked in the description below. It's a 2D roguelite shooter with lots of goofy elements. So if that sounds fun, you might enjoy it. And it's also a great way to support me, like I said. And I also have my Udemy courses. This is the most recent one. Create a complete online co-op multiplayer game in Godot 4. This teaches you the essentials of making online multiplayer games using Godot's networking tools. So you learn multiplayer spawner, multiplayer synchronizer, remote procedure calls, server authoritative architecture, all that good stuff. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, if you want to learn that, again, that's linked in the description below. And I have other courses as well. So if you're not interested in multiplayer course, I have 2 other courses that you can purchase, one of which is C#. So yeah. Anyway. So one of the main problems with the game now is that the balancing is still off for the map. So I'm going to probably be writing some tooling today to generate a bunch of combat encounters, or generate a bunch of maps, I guess, and then kind of run some or collect some statistics on those combat encounters. And that should make it easier to quickly iterate on the different health values and board difficulties and all that stuff. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. Okay. So let me just get everything open here that I need. What is it? I think I'll need this. Yeah, I think I'll need this, and then I'll need to create yeah, maybe I'll create a new run statistics in there. But anyway, hello, Cat Hugger. Early today, yes, indeed. Are we done with the flavor text? For now, we're done with the flavor text, yeah. There's still a lot more to do. But again, I want to redo some of the art too before I redo the flavor text for those pieces. I did do a couple more flavor text on my own last night. Hello, Mana. Welcome back. Great to see you again. Keep that grind up. I made my character animations like walking 4 direction, idle 4 directions. Today I'm going to make attack now. Awesome. That's a lot of work, but it's exciting when it works. Hello, Cave. Is there Firebelly Discord? Not yet. Nope. Not yet. But hopefully soon. I'm just here until I fall asleep, to be honest. Okay. What game is that boss throwing cards? That's Ace of Sphinx. It's on my itch.io page. It was submitted for GMTK 2023, I think. Good morning, Emerson. Welcome back. What text did I add? Let's see. I added alembic. This one says, novice and expert alchemists alike find it to be an essential part of the laboratory. A bell. The bell tolls for thee. And then ceremonial dagger. An ancient engraving adorns the hilt, its meaning lost to time. So those are the only 3 that I did. I guess. This is all the flavor text that we did during the stream. Those are cool, you like those? Okay. Now we have to do the not so fun part, which is balancing the game. All right, so let's do seeded run test. This needs to change. That might break some things. But anyway, game.data.run public class seeded run test. Okay. So we're going to do a bunch of seeded runs here. So for int I equals 0, I is less than 1,000, I plus plus. Var run equals new seeded run. And I basically just want to extract the combat encounters from this. So let's create a new... I might create a new... Let's create a new folder. Create a new folder, move this into test. Game.run.test. Combat statistics. .cs. Namespace. Game.data.run.test. This is completely useless. So what are we gonna want? We're probably gonna want something like an average board difficulty. Public float min board difficulty. Max board difficulty. Public float. Public int min board dimension. Well, do I want to do that? Public int min board dimension y, max board dimension x, max board dimension y. What else? Oh, I'm gonna want the public int min currency, max currency. What in the heck is going on? Okay, I think that makes sense. Don't use text for localization. I don't have any localization planned at all for this game. So I'm sure that will come later. Now that I think about it, the seeds will be awesome to recreate bugs people find. Yeah, that will be awesome. How do you deal with refactoring? That's a good question. It's kind of like a broad question. I think what I would say is, yeah, refactoring just usually comes when a system is not doing what I need it to do, or it's becoming incredibly difficult to do what I need to do with it. And then, yeah, I take the functionality that I have, and I come up with a different solution that can accommodate that functionality, but also it restructures the code such that it can accommodate the new functionality that I'm trying to add as well. So I don't know if that's really helpful. It's kind of like a case-by-case basis. I don't know if there's like a good universal strategy to approach refactoring. One of my favorite things to do when I refactor is I just delete everything that I know I don't need and let the compiler errors tell me everything that I need to address as part of the refactor. Good job, AI. I think you need these 15 lines. No, those are useless. Thank you. Yeah. With pain, yeah. With pain. So I might want something more useful than this, but I think that's okay. So I'm going to need to add another thing in here. Public combat configuration. Okay. And now I gotta iterate over the configurations. Okay, so in here, I don't need, how do I do this? Oops. Ugh. I'm having difficulty today. That's right. New combat statistics, okay. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna do public total combat configurations, public int total board difficulty. And then I wonder if I could just do this. We'll just make this a computed property. Total combat, total board difficulty divided by float total combat configurations. Public int total currency. We'll put the averages down here. All right. So now I got to fill in all this data. Let's see if the AI did it correctly for me. Min board difficulty, min board dimensions, configuration. This is going to be what? Actually, is that right? Okay, there's a get board difficulty there. So this is going to have to be configuration dot get board dot board configuration model dot get board difficulty. Board configuration dot board configuration model dot board dimensions dot x. Okay, it fixes all those for me. Min currency, max currency. Okay, cool. Did I forget anything? Oh, I need to increment statistics dot total combat configurations plus plus. What else? Total board difficulty. I guess I can store this. I think that will work. I don't know. We will see. Now I could JSONify this. Probably will do that actually. You're not gonna add JSON property to all this? Oh my gosh. Did I miss one? Okay, and then we could do this. After regenerate 1,000, we'll do logger.debug, JSON convert .serialize object statistics, formatting.indented, and now we got to call this seeded run test somewhere. I guess I will just call it in here. No, I can't call it in here. I'll just do it in here. Seeded run test dot test. All right, let's see what that does. Failed to build project. Because I changed a lot of the, or I changed the namespace here, so I gotta update that. Will people be able to create levels? You already have a board creator. Well, the board creator is not really a board creator anymore. It's more of like a wave function collapse tester. So I don't really know what creating levels would look like. But I guess it's not out of the question. You know, a lot of it will depend on how successful the game is too. Like, I don't think the first release of the game is going to have level creation, but if the game is super popular and people want it, then I can definitely spend time on it. Thank you, Cat Hugger. Ace of Sphinx was such a good game. I completed the main boss in one try because I'm an absolute beast, but man, that game was fun. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. Hello, Snupbill. Welcome back. Great to see you as always. We got the message yummers. Yes, indeed. Get the yummers in the chat. And then hello, Ali. Welcome. Great to see you again. All right. So I think did the game not build? Oh, I got one more. Oh, I fixed it. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what happens. We're generating 1,000 runs, and then we'll see what it outputs. Okay. Oh no. Here. So only 47,000 log lines down. I'm probably going to have to change that. So we got total combat configurations. So we generated 6,500 combat encounters. So the min board difficulty is 0. That doesn't sound right. Min board dimensions is 0. That doesn't sound right either. Oh, I know what's the problem. I know what the problem is. I need to set my minimum values up here. This needs to be float.max. Max value. Actually, I think I can use float.infinity. Positive infinity. It doesn't really matter. Min board dimensions equals int dot. Do I have a positive infinity here? Nope. We'll just use max value. Okay, I think that will work. And I have to, I guess what I have to do now is in my enemy board generator, I'm going to have to do this. Oh, wait, no. Oh, in my seeded run. Generate combat. Yeah, I got to get rid of all these debugs here. Oops. Okay. Let's try it again. Hello, Rookie Tookie. Welcome, welcome. Level creation isn't something that's big thing for people unless it's Super Mario Maker. It would just be cool. Yeah. Wow, you can just generate that many runs and get analytics. I feel like a Victorian child looking at an iPhone. Yeah. I mean, if your level generation code is isolated enough, so the way that this map generation works is it generates a model first. So it generates all of the data about the level, and then that data is used to place the visuals on the screen. So the data and the visuals aren't intertwined, which means that I can just generate a bunch of data and just never do anything with it. So I can just generate maps that are data representations of the map, analyze the statistics, and then throw them away, right? And the whole purpose of this is that now I should be able to iterate better on the balancing of the boards. So if I go to my log here, oh, we got this being printed. That's okay. So we've got here, min board difficulty, max board difficulty was 36. Okay, min board dimensions, max board dimensions, that makes sense. min currency, max currency. So min currency, max currency, those are a little bit overwrought. Average board difficulty is 13.68. So what I want to see, I think, is I want to get this average board difficulty down to 10. And I also want to get this min and max currency down probably by... This min currency needs to be around 10, and the max currency should be around maybe 25. So now I've got some statistics that I can work with here. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So add... And I can add more data to that. General rookie. It's so cool. Yeah, it is. It is very cool. So now hopefully I can just look at the data and be able to tweak this generation. So get the base difficulty of 10. Calculate distance-based difficulty. Let's do var distance offset is equal to -2. Okay. Total difficulty is base difficulty. Okay. Calculate board size. I almost wonder if I should use... I like using normal distributions for this. But I guess the board size doesn't really need to change right now. Get board difficulty is less than total difficulty. So let's do... I'm going to rename this to target difficulty. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some... Actually, you know what? Instead of having this distance offset here, let's do this. Let's do target difficulty is equal to mathf dot, or no, rng.randfn. This is a normal distribution. The mean will be the target difficulty, and the deviation will be... Let's try 0.75. Now this is going to have to be floored, mathf floor to int. I may want to add a distance bias still, but we'll see how that works. So target difficulty. So this target difficulty, now that it's being randomized a little bit, is going to produce slightly different difficulty boards. Previously, the difficulty was like fixed based on the distance from the start node, but now there's a little bit of variance being added in. Now, in terms of the currency here, this is going to have to change as well. So what I might do is I might... Let's see. I might just make this, well, we got a difficulty factor, so total difficulty. Did I log the max difficulty? I did. I wonder why. Anyway. Let's do this. Int base difficulty. I'm going to take the total difficulty minus the base difficulty. var, this is called additional difficulty. Okay. var percent increase is equal to additional difficulty divided by 10. So I'm kind of working with, like, the way that I'm kind of thinking about this, at least right now, is that level 1 will kind of have a base difficulty of 10. So that means that everything's oriented around this number of 10 being the difficulty. Level 2 will be oriented around a difficulty of 20 and so on and so forth. So the idea is that as the board difficulty approaches 20 on the first level, it's going to increase in strength in such a way that would be roughly equal to one of the early combat encounters on the second level, right? So it's like I've basically got a range of 10 to 20 to generate board difficulties such that it stays within level 1, and then level 2 will be in the range of 20 to 30 and so on and so forth. We're going to get rid of this currency factor. Let's set min currency equals 10. 10 times percent. Let's do 1 plus that. 10 times percent increase. Let's do 15 or maybe 20 times percent increase. And then I can also do, we'll see how that looks, but. And then here, rand I range. This needs to be math F. Let's floor this one. And we'll floor this one too. Okay, so calculate currency. Why is that not working? Oh, I need to pass in the base difficulty here. Let's see what that does. Good morning, Schlurgy. Good morning, A the Ant. Floor, yes. 27th today, yeah. Sorry, Neozoid. But welcome, always good to see you. I'm keeping you on your toes. I'm starting the streams at random times every day. Min currency, max currency. Okay, that's a little bit better. I don't know why I'm getting a max board difficulty of 36, though. That's a little bit concerning. For some reason, this doesn't seem right to me. Oh, wait, I guess that's fine. Yeah. Why am I getting a max board difficulty of 36? That seems a little bit weird to me. The currency seems more reasonable. Average board difficulty is still 13. So I gotta do some work to bring that board difficulty down. Why would that be happening? Oh, I'm multiplying this by 2. Maybe if we just get rid of that. Oh, these are all like magic markers. No, magic numbers. The stream is streaming, yes. I wonder if we should try to redraw the village idiot today. Am I brave enough to try to redraw him? We'll see. Okay, max board, there we go. So the max board difficulty now is 17, with the average being 11. So that's much closer to 10. Got min currency, max currency 32. I think the max currency is still a little bit too high here. So let's change this. Hello? Oh, it's down here. Here we go. Let's try 18. And then once the numbers are all looking good, I'll give it a test, a play test here. And we'll see how it feels. We got an error. Handle is not initialized. I don't know what that is. Okay, max currency is 28 now. Still around 11. Got a max board difficulty of 18. Min board difficulty of 7. Min board dimensions X. Cool. That seems to be good. So let's go ahead and run it and see what it feels like. Oh my, that's already a difficult one right off the bat there. Yeah, I feel like this combat difficulty is not... It's not in line. This is going to be a hard board. I don't know if I could even beat this with just what I've got here. Definitely not. Okay. So the board difficulties, so the problem is the board difficulties are mathematically where they need to be, but they're not in actuality where they need to be, so... Get board difficulty. So right now the way it's calculating difficulty, it's summing up the card area. And then it's... Let's see. Yeah, probably not ideal. I don't know. I guess we'll put 2 back. Well... Maybe I shouldn't be using card.area. Maybe I should use card.occupied cells. I don't think that's going to make a big difference, but... Yeah, probably not going to make a large difference. Yummers indeed. Hello, yo. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Ito Makes Games. Good to see you again. Man. All right, let's take a look. All the way down. Max board difficulty 17. I don't think that's going to make a huge difference. So, yeah, there's a barkeep tier 5 being generated here. Oh, also, where is the... Oops, did I do something? Wonder why that isn't working. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to write that down. The tier indicators are broken. What are my top 3 favorite games? That's a good question. I don't know. Let's see. Top 3 favorite games. Well, if I were to go by most time spent in a game, it would be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, League of Legends, and probably DayZ or Path of Exile. But in terms of what my actual favorite games are, I like Baldur's Gate 3 a lot. That's a tough question. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Baldur's Gate 3, League of Legends, and I can't think of a third one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, you did say that. Edo makes games, but that's great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the GMTK next week. For sure. Yep, I'm getting mentally prepared for it. I want to try to do a marathon stream where I go for like 6 or 7 hours. I know that's not like a marathon for a streamer, but I want to go for like 6 or 7 hours on launch day, maybe when the jam starts. Let's ask the AI. Wait, no. What do I want to do? I want to make this. I want to make this sum a little different. For every count above, for every card occupied cells count above 1, I want to contribute more to the sum. Actually, before I do that, let's just do something like this. Let's do multiplied by 1.5. This is not going to return an int, though. So let's do math f dot floor to int. So if I have, or let's do round to int instead. So basically, it's going to take the amount of occupied cells of the card. So if the card is a 2x2, it occupies 4 cells. But instead of just taking that, it's going to, or no, this should be times. Yeah. Yeah, so instead of multiplying it by 2, which is what I was doing before, like if the count is 3 here, it should go up to what? 5, I think? And so instead of being 6, it'll be 5. If it's 2, it should end up being 3, that final number there. So we'll see what happens there. A lot of this is just trial and error. No wonder you have trouble thinking after playing League for so long. Yeah. GMTK jam would slap, yes. Stream would slap, yeah. I'm going to try to make a platformer from the theme because it's the genre I'm most experienced with. That's a good idea, yeah. It's definitely a good idea to stick with what you know for game jams if you're trying to compete. Why is this not working? What am I doing wrong here? Do I need to increase this multiplier? Let's do 2.25. The boards that are being generated are way too difficult. A torch 7? Applies 16 fire. Why is that? I don't understand. So it's occupying an area of 2. Oh, you know what? I think... Maybe what I'll do instead is, I don't know how to properly like assign a score to board difficulties. Let's try changing this tier scaling. Tier -1 times 2. We'll give a higher weight to the tier scaling. And we'll also multiply this by 1.5. Let's just see what that does. It's really hard to game jam when you have barely a quarter of time because mom is saying I can't be on computer for too long. Oh yeah. Well, maybe you could convince your parents if you tell them that it's a, you know, a productive enterprise, but okay, that seems a little bit more reasonable. Max board difficulty is 24. Ox 3. Barkeep 2, Torch 2. That's still very high. I'm just gonna tweak these numbers until it seems right to me. This is not a science. This is an art. Oh, I should do the sum. I should do the rounding after it sums up everything. Okay. Torch, yeah. I thought you would pick Sekiro. Oh, Sekiro, yes. I love Sekiro. Yeah, let's make that my third game. What do my parents think about what I do? I think they're very happy. I mean, I think they're mostly happy with the fact that I'm basically self-employed. And I've had a successful career as a software engineer, which I can always go back to as well. So I think they're definitely happy with what I'm doing. Okay, this seems more reasonable now. I can't see what that arming sword is. Now let's take a look at the statistics again. Max board difficulty 22. Okay, that seems more reasonable. Average board difficulty is 12. So one other thing that I'm noticing too is that the health calculation is not great. I think I'll just bump this up, the base difficulty. I think the curve is good. Did you play Hell Clock and get any inspiration on the next project by any chance? I did not play Hell Clock. I don't know what that is. Is that an indie game? And welcome, by the way, Blair William. Good to see you again. Last time I convinced my mom, but I fell asleep for 8 hours because of overwork. But both parents support me very much. That's great. Glad to hear that. I imagine being like, hey, mom and dad, I'm going to be a big game dev is equal to saying you'll be a rock star. Yeah, I would imagine that too. And that's, you know, I mean, I'm 30 years old. So like, if my parents disapproved of what I was doing, I'd be like, okay, whatever, you know, I'm going to do it anyway. But no, I mean, yeah, that's not that. I'm not expecting to become a big time game dev. If that happens, great. Mostly it's just like, it's a matter of like, I'm young, I have enough money saved up. And this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity to like have a bunch of time to see if I can make this work. So I might as well take it. You know, it's a risk for sure. It might not pan out, but you know, when else in my life am I going to be able to do something like this? Cat prayer beads. Okay. 58 health, 57 health, 56, 62. I think there needs to be more variation in the health. Did I log the health? Oh, I didn't log the health. Okay, let's do that. Combat statistics. JSON property. public int min health. Cool. And then I'll go ahead and log that as well. Cool. He'll be the next Hideo Kojima. I hope so. No, Hideo Kojima is next level. Be like saying I'm going to be the next Mozart. It's like not going to happen. No, but I started learning Python when I was 9. My dad recommended. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of wish I would have gotten exposed to programming earlier on, like closer to that age. But I didn't really get into programming until I was 13 or 14 years old. I almost think there needs to be more combat encounters on the map. Let's see. Average health is 58. Max health was 74. Min health was 47. I kind of want to bump up that max health number a little bit. Just released the other day, ARPG roguelite, I guess, from OTK. Hell Clock, huh? Let's take a gander. I hope it's not playing any audio. Is this a mobile port? Oh, interesting. I see they borrowed the Grim Dawn constellation stuff. Reliquary. Very positive, 81%. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hell Clock. Anyway. I think if you kept building the course catalog, you'll be all right for a while as Godot gets bigger and bigger. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Also, you don't not look 30. Dang, yeah, thank you. Glasses, no beard equals age less than 27. Yeah, I probably looked 30 yesterday. I would have guessed early 20s. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Yep. My biggest weak point is finishing games. Yeah, I think everyone struggles with that. Certainly I did. You know, when I was, especially when I was younger and I was first learning games, I couldn't finish a game to save my life. Max health 81. That seems a little bit more reasonable there. Max board difficulty is 24. Okay, let's take a look again. Farming sword 4. Barkeep 2. So that one's a little bit difficult for some reason. But it's okay. I almost wonder if I should, for gameplay purposes, if I should make it so that no combat encounters connect to the start node. So just give the player upgrades right away before going into any combat. I might do that. I mean, let's just stick with the balancing for now. Then I can make those tweaks to the map generation. Okay, this is feeling much more reasonable. The only thing that's a little bit wonky is the currency doesn't appear to be scaling. The currency doesn't appear to be scaling that well with the difficulty. Hold on a second. Coming up on my birthday and I'm close to the age where there's no more benefit of getting older. You're just getting older and supposed to be more adult-like. Yeah, that's true. Do you get better rewards for beating harder encounters? Yeah, that's supposed to be the case. You're supposed to get better, like the currency that you get is biased, but this one seems a little bit low. I think what I probably need to do is I need to... Let's do this. Base currency reward is 10. Let's just do this. Currency is equal to 10. Currency times equals % increase. We'll do... Let's do this. Well, I guess that's basically what I've got going on here. We'll multiply it out again. I don't know if that's going to produce what I want, but let's see. Would be nice to take gambles. Yeah, I want to do a gambling minigame. I've always wanted to put in like blackjack, a blackjack minigame into one of my games, but you think about that, you have to basically build an entire card game as just an event, so it's a little bit weird. Why is this being 9? I don't understand that. Oh, I don't think this is based... This is not based on the difficulty of the board. Ah, that would be why. Let's change this instead to... Oh. Right. It's not based on the generated board difficulty, it's based on the target difficulty. Well, I guess that doesn't really matter, but that's all right. We'll do that, and then we'll put this into board difficulty there. Okay. Oh, I guess I am modifying the target difficulty a little bit, but let's see. That probably is not going to have much of a difference, actually. Okay, that one became very difficult for some reason. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I actually need to go ahead and change a couple things back. Oh, goodness. Get enemy board health. This is going to go back down. Let's do 35. Well, let's put it back down to 30, I guess. Okay. Also, not you complaining about starting at 13 while I'm dipping my toes in at 23. Yeah. Hello, Dragon Apple. Welcome back. Great to see you again. When I try to make a roguelike, I just hand design many encounters and loaded them in random order as you progress. Yeah, I was doing that for this game, but the problem is I have so many different combinations of cards and abilities that creating handcrafted encounters that makes use of all the abilities was going to be very difficult. But I think if you have a smaller scope game, that's definitely the way to go. There's no need to make a complicated algorithm if you don't need it. But I was getting to the point where I needed one. Because you think about it, if I have 13 enemy cards, and then I make a bunch of boards for those 13 cards, and then I introduce a new card that can affect or be affected by 5 of these existing cards, then I would have to make, for the purposes of variety, a bunch of boards that utilize those existing cards with the new card, right? And that problem just grows massively in scope. Hell yeah, gambling, yeah. Hello, Vasto, welcome back. A gambling minigame would be great, but I also mean gambling in the sense of, like, seeing the difficulty encounter being like, yeah, I can beat that. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I got you. Oops. Okay. Oh, this Medusa's not going to do anything. Oops. Well, I guess it'll do damage. Okay. That's looking all right. Upgrade a card. Hellspawn egg, phylactery, salamander. This one has a very high currency reward, but a very low health, so I don't know what's going on with that. Although that ended up being a tougher board than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Dog 1, dog 2, dog 1. So, yeah. There's still a lot of work to do with this, but I think it's feeling better. You know what I might do? I might, let's see. For this get enemy board health, I might, or no, here. Calculated health times equals, yeah, so I'm adding anywhere from 0 to 20%. I wonder if I should, let's see, calculate board health. Let's rename this to board difficulty. Okay, let's try that. It's a top-down shooter, so I designed the rooms, but some obstacles were random and also enemies. Nice, nice. What does 10F mean in your code? It means that the number 10 is a float. The way I made object spawn point, where was array of possible objects to spawn. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Very simple, very effective. I need to change the tooltips for these things. Am I gonna die? Nope. I won. Barely, but I won. Farming sword 2, villager. Villager 3. Oh, goodness. And it's got 55 health. I'm probably not gonna survive this one. Oh, I did. 1 health. Nice. Okay. Ooh, that was a big heal. Oh, that's a big heal again. Wow, I lost. I lost to the dog and the mutton. Okay. All right, that's feeling maybe a little bit better. I'm gonna have to do more like manual playtesting for sure, but yeah, I think it's okay. The last thing that I want to do is project settings, game debug. Game debug, run. Enable run map statistics. Okay. Is run map statistics enabled? Cool. And then I'll go to my run manager. So now I should be able to just turn that on and off from the project settings instead of having to comment stuff out. So that's with no statistics generation, and then this is with the statistics generation. My game is going well functionality-wise, but my art is lacking so much it's making me not want to work on it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've been there. I've been there. You just attacked a litter of puppies, yeah. Balancing is such a headache. I'm getting flashbacks. It really is. It's so hard. It's just hard. Unless you guys think a triangle cat is a vibe, it could be a vibe. I could imagine a very stylistic sort of triangle cat. Could be kind of cute, actually. Top-down arena roguelike. That moment where you barely survived with 1 health is such a key moment. Game filled with those moments is a good game, MO. Yeah, and the other thing too about this is like, there's the resurrection system, which means that if you just barely die, the way that the resurrection works is you just sacrifice a couple of cards and you get to keep playing, but the enemy retains the health that they had, right? So if you get 95% of the way through an enemy's health bar and you die, then you can just basically like sacrifice cards, resurrect, and finish them off and keep going. But that could be a wake-up call too, like, oh, I'm not powerful enough, you know what I mean? So then you gotta go and figure out some different ways of getting some power. I don't have a death condition. Like I didn't yet implement the fact, like what happens when you can't sacrifice anything. Make a rectangle cat. That seems like a very difficult board for some reason. Okay, let's do this. Work on balancing. So I think the balancing is feeling a little bit better now. Now I'm going to make some changes to the map generation to change the balance as well. But first, what I'm going to do is I think for the playtest, I'll just start the card or start the player with 2 skeleton warriors. And we'll call it good. Oh, I spelled warriors wrong, whatever. I need to fix this bug though, so I'm probably going to do this first before I go into don't allow combat encounters to generate next to the start node. So what I'm going to do is I'll start the player with 2 skeleton warriors, and then all of the nodes coming off of the start node will be upgrades. So you'll always get to choose an upgrade first before going into any combat. Because right now, I think there are some maps that can generate such that you have to go into a combat encounter. And that would feel bad, because if you lose on one of those combat encounters, you can't resurrect because you'll have to lose cards. Anyway. Let's see. That's good design. You like it? I'll have to do some tweaking to the art, since right now I'm mixing frame-by-frame animations with scale rotation animations for different sprites, and it looks weird. Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend, if art is not your strong suit, just try only with, you know, scale, rotation, tweens, animation player. For me, at least, that was a lot easier to do. And as long as you're consistent with it, it creates a very nice visual style, I think. You have anything in mind for the game name? I was brainstorming that with my AI buddies yesterday, but I didn't come up with anything that I liked so much, so I gotta keep thinking on it. I had a game name in mind, but so I found a couple of names that I really liked, and then I Googled them, and it turns out they're like either like Warhammer 40k factions or characters or whatever, and I'm like, shoot, can't use that one. So anyway, so I'm gonna just real quick take a 3-minute break, and when I come back, we're gonna fix this tier indicators being broken, and then we're gonna also work on the map a little bit, and then if I'm feeling it, we're gonna try to redraw the village idiot. So we'll see what happens, but in the meantime, check out the links in the description below. I'll be right back in just 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. The road less traveled, is that your suggestion? Name idea alchemized? So yeah, I was playing around with ideas like alchemized or alchemancer, but those names, I'm not in love with those names, but also it appears that they are already being used in other creative works. So if something else has the same name, you can just change one letter and have it that is your name. There's marketability and familiarity. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to think about it. There was one name that I really liked, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's fix the tier indicators on the cards. Why would this not be appearing? Why would this not being... gd.print base card.tier. Let's see if that's even being called. What was the secret name that you won't use it? Well, I may take your suggestion and like play with it a little bit, so I don't want to reveal it just yet. Name it Alchemind because it's alchemic tactic game. That's an interesting one. Torch 3, here we go. Output 3. Okay. What in the heck? Why isn't this working? Do I need to go to my remote scene tree? Oh goodness, this is gonna be hard to find. Run manager, game UI, right half enemy board, node 2D, cards, card UI. Oh, the card UI is hidden. So the card UI was being hidden. So now okay. So why is that being hidden? Oh, you know what? I bet it is. I bet in my base scene, it's just not visible. Yep. Oops. Okay. That was an easy fix. Oops. Let's get rid of this. Run map statistics. Arming sword 3, so now it should show up. There we go. Now we got the tier indicators back. It looks like that's not scaling either. Maybe I'll just fix that while I'm here. Simple shield. Why is this not scaling? Oh, it's just not... Oh, it is scaling. I'm just using the wrong thing in here. This needs to be shield ability to get magnitude. Base magnitude? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, fix that. Is there another arming sword here that we can take a look at? Arming sword 1. Anyway, I'm pretty confident that's going to fix it. Okay. fix some bugs. All right, so with those bugs fixed, let's go into the run map generator, and we're going to prevent combat encounters from being generated next to the start node. Minimum combat nodes, maximum combat nodes. Nodes fuzzily ordered by edge count. Let's do this. Order by descending. Dot where x start node. How do I get to start node? Map dot start node dot connections dot contains x. So this word needs to be not map start node connections contains. So basically we're going to get, since this node's fuzzily ordered by edge count, maybe I should put the where first. So these are all the nodes that can have combat encounters placed in them. It's basically just roughly ordering them or fuzzily ordering them by the connection count. So that the idea is that the combat encounters are going to be blocking access to a lot of other nodes. But what I'm doing here is I'm excluding the start node from being considered. So it's going to filter out any nodes that are immediately connected to the start node. And I think that should work. Let's see what happens. So we got no combat encounters immediately here. So you can see here this combat encounter connects to 1, 2, 3, 4. Also 5, I guess. So how many combat nodes do we have? 1. I think there are probably too few combat nodes. 5. How many... do I have a configuration here for how many nodes I'm generating? Min nodes and max nodes? Min nodes, max nodes. Let's just make this private const int min combat encounters. Let's do 7. Private const int max combat encounters. We'll do 10. No, that might be too much. 6. 6 and 8. Well, let's see, 20 and 25. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's do this. All right, let's see what that does. There's no reason to calculate that randomness. I can just have it in there. Okay. So yeah, none of the connecting nodes are... I probably also want to exclude the shop from a connecting node, although it does create an interesting path. So if I want to visit the shop, I obviously don't want to do that as my first jump. So if I wanted to visit the shop, what I'd probably need to do is go around this way first, hit these 3 combat encounters, and then hit the shop. Or I could take a longer route and go this way first, all the way around here. Let's give it a shot. Increase board size. Increase board size. We'll fight the ox and the villager. Deal 7 damage, deal 12 damage. It's only got 50 health, so let's see. Oh, I died. I lost already. No. Okay. So that was obviously a bad choice. Alcheminded. That's a good one. Hello, the great Levine. Welcome back. Great to see you. Down the run manager rabbit hole. Yep. Yep, indeed. It's my first time watching your streams. Hello, Eduardo. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Very good content. I'm already studying Godot via the official docs. Can I ask you where you learned about shaders? Yeah, shaders have mostly just been a trial by fire for me. I use the AI quite a lot to help me out with shaders. But yeah, I mean, there's just a couple of simple things to know about shaders. You learn about UV coordinates and sampling textures based on the UV coordinates, and that should get you started. But yeah, need to get a few of my hairs cut back in a bit. All right, Schlurgy. How did you change the special characters in VS Code like, yeah, to the ones you're using as an extension? Those are called font ligatures. So what you need is you need a font that supports ligatures, and then you need to enable it in VS Code. It's funny how game devs can make a roguelike from almost everything. Yeah, there's a tic-tac-toe roguelike called Tick Tick Tick. Very nice. Yeah, font ligature, yep. Still lurking, Neozoid. Good, good, good. Okay, so we got the shop here. Let's see. I might go around this way. Hit these things and go this way. Let's do that. Let's go to the enchant first. Ooh, echo. Yes, thank you. We got some echo now. Let's take an artifact. What do we got? Basilisk Eye, Vampire Fangs, Iron Gauntlet. Let's do Basilisk Eye. That one will paralyze an enemy. Increase board size. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Increase board size again. Might want to reduce the rarity of that increased board size a little bit. I think I should be fine on this one. Nice. Okay. Torch 2, Villager 3. That should be fine. Oh, and it paralyzed the villager. Nice. Max health increase. I'll take the medium health increase there. Do I want to go? No, I should probably get the booster. I need the booster. Let's do ritual. Ooh. Applied 2 preserve for each time fire was applied since last execution. Well, I don't have anything that does fire. But that will scale with the embalming fluid here. So I'm actually going to be very strong. Let's see. $12 shield. Nice. Sweet. Alchemy. Alright, let's do some alchemy. Oh, I can't alchemize. Let's alchemize that and the skeleton. Oops, that was not ideal. Let's just take this one, I guess. We'll go here. Let's go fight this one. Barkeep 2, chicken. I only have one damaging card now, which is that skeleton, which is kind of not ideal, but it's okay. I survived. Okay. Oh, I kind of flubbed up my path a little bit here. But that's okay. Let's do more minions. Ooh, mosquito swarm and a phoenix. All right. Is this is a minion? Huh. What am I gonna do about this? Let's put the viper here. I guess we could put the phoenix on there. We'll save the mosquito swarm for now. I'm going to waste a movement there, but we can go to the shop now. What do I want to do? A marionette. 6 damage. I only have 2 minions, but I have more minions stored. Interesting. 6 minion. 12 turns. I could increase my board size again. That would help. Can I buy both? Oh, I can. I have enough money. I can do both. Okay. Increase board size. Got another Phoenix. I think what I want is... Do I want the marionette? Yeah, let's purchase the marionette. Let's rejigger some things here. Get rid of this. We'll put this here. We can put the mosquitoes there. Slot the viper in there. I got room for another card. Oh, God mode should not be appearing in the loot table. Oops, I'm not going to purchase that one. And then I could do upgrade. Let's see. Probably upgrade the marionette. So this is going to deal 6 damage per allied minion card. There's 4 minions on the board. So that's already 24 damage. So if I upgrade the marionette... Oh, it's already a tier 2. I didn't even notice that. If I upgrade the marionette some more... Now it's going to deal 8 damage per allied minion card. So that's 32 damage right there. Holy moly. We're going. We're doing it. And now we're going into the boss fight, which I still haven't updated. So I'm just going to basically kill this thing immediately. Okay. I won. Alright, so... This is going to be so hard to balance. That was fun. Don't get me wrong, it was fun. But it wasn't all that challenging, to be honest. And it could be the case that I just had a good run, but... If we were doing name ideas, I suggest Coagula from Solve et Coagula alchemy thing. Oh, interesting. Okay. Thank you for the suggestion. Aren't boosters a bit broken giving you all the cards instead of having to choose? Well, I originally had it so that you had to choose, but the problem is that it's hard to build up a library of cards that you can mix and match and get powerful with. And also the cards have to be used as inputs for the sacrifice for resurrecting, so... Looks like your gameplay is really quick. What's the plan to make content? Well, there's going to be multiple levels. Won't you add reroll for shop items? Someday, I'm sure, yeah. But your game is wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I got to get play testers to play it, so I want to play this now. Thank you, Ricky Tiki. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of work that has to go into figuring out how to make this game. The bones are definitely there. It's just, yeah, a lot of tweaking and balancing and pacing and all that stuff. One thing that I can do is, so it's really easy to get my board size increased. So let me do something here. I can make the boards maybe a little bit more difficult. So we'll get this down. We'll try that maybe, or no, let's keep that up. Maybe we'll do 1.25 here. Actually, let's keep those the way they are. What I want to do maybe is... I'm going to shrink back down the player board size to 2x2 to start. And then... Let's go to my run map generator. So all the events have equal weight. So I can play around with this too. Let's turn the grow board down. Let's turn booster up. Let's turn artifact down as well. Shop can be down a little bit. Okay, let's just play around with that and see how that feels. I want to play this. Content, infinite mode, yes. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So we got a bunch of increased board sizes. So now I've started back down with a 2x2 board here. So we got increased board size, we got some boosters. Not a whole lot of boosters on the map. So if I hit this one, this one, this one, go down here and around, I think that's what I'll do. I could also go loop around this way. Let's do this one. Should I go for minions? Let's do minions. Minions! Another skeleton, thank you. A viper, thank you. Corvid, thank you. Okay. Now we can alchemize some things. Let's do this. Let's alchemize all of these, actually. Oh, I did it wrong. See what I get. We'll just throw them all in the pot. Echo if the board contains multiple skeleton warrior cards. Heck yeah, dude. I'm taking that for sure. Put this here. Boom, look at that. So this is only going to echo if I have more than one skeleton warrior. Excellent. And we can fight this ox, chicken, mutton. That's a heal 20. Oh my gosh, that's a heal 20. Well, let's see what happens. Wow, this is not going to work, is it? Oh wait, the mutton is a really slow heal though. Okay, we did it. We did it. Probably a little bit too much currency, but that's okay. Let's upgrade a card. We're going to upgrade the Echo Skeleton naturally. Thank you. Okay, we'll do another booster here. Let's do alchemical. Okay, got some mushrooms. Projects to healing, heal 1. Buy 2 poison. Okay, increased board size. So we got 2 increased board sizes here. That's going to help quite a bit. Okay. We got this poison here. I might as well just throw these all on the board here. Actually. Yeah, it's probably better to keep the skeleton for now. I'll purchase the big health upgrade. Villager, windmill, chicken, chicken. All right. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, am I going to just blow through this board immediately? Yep. Nice. Okay. Which way do I go now? Do I keep going around this way? Yeah, I'm going to hit the artifact and then I can come up. Yeah, let's do that. This looks like it might be a difficult board. Heal 10, heal 10. Okay. Nice. Upgrade a card. I'm going to upgrade the Echo Skeleton again. Let's go. Bam. Deals 16 damage now. Heck yeah. So I'll go around this way. Deal 9 damage. Yeah, now I feel like the boards aren't difficult enough. But then there's the question of like, you know, meta progression, right? Like maybe the first runs should be easy until you upgrade things, you know? Meaning critical chances increased by 20%. I'll take that, thank you. Ox 3 dog. Just get melted, absolutely melted. I will fight this one too, might as well. Yeah, I have way too much currency. So I have way too much currency. The runs are a little bit too easy still. I like the player progression. Like it feels very good to like get all those upgrades really fast. It's just that the enemy boards need to grow in accordance with that. So I just need to figure that out, I think. Good morning, Ezab. Welcome back to the stream. Did you change the skeleton art or am I tweaking? I did change the skeleton art, yeah. Do you like it? To balance, you can start by getting random cards or the worst cards so you can see if your decisions make any difference to succeed or not. Oh, okay. You mean just for testing purposes? Is it legal to make a project setup like folders and code managers before GMTK starts? If I recall correctly, yes. I think the previous GMTK game jams, you were allowed to use any code that you had written previously. Yeah, so there's rules here. Let's take a gander. Game should be suitable. You may use pre-existing code and use whatever art and audio assets you have the legal right to use, but you shouldn't make stuff ahead of time that is specifically for this jam. So yeah. Basically, he doesn't want you starting to make a game that you intend to submit for the jam, but if you have pre-existing tools and code and assets, you're allowed to use those things. So yeah. Can't think about meta progression without multiple levels, right? Skeleton build is not better than the syringe build. Audio manager and scene manager. Yeah, you should be able to use that. I mean, what I usually do for GMTK Jam is I get my repository all set up with all of my plugins and with all of my settings that I'm going to use for the game. And I don't make any content, but I just get all the tooling and the configurations set up so that when the jam starts, I'm ready to just start building. That's what I usually do. So yeah, like stuff like scene manager, audio manager, like I think that's totally fine to start with. All right, should we try to draw the village idiot again? Oh no. Let's try to draw the village idiot again. Fix that. That's done. What game did I make for the last GMTK? I don't remember. It's on my itch.io page. Let's see. Oh, Globins, yeah. This one. Globins here. I got a lot of games on my itch.io page. Grape Juice is one of my favorite ones. I love Grape Juice. Magic Frontier is a good one too. I like all of these. Corpse Wizard, Haywire, Globins, Farmers Incoming. Yeah, you guys can go to my itch.io if you're interested. You can play. I've got all kinds of games available you can play. This time it's going to be successful, yes. I really want to join this year's GMTK, but I'm so bad. It's funny because I've started and stopped so many projects that I got used to the Godot editor, but I've never finished a game on my own. Well, a game jam is a perfect opportunity to exercise that skill because you have a tight deadline, but it can be hard for sure. Bullet Hell RPG demo is fire. You like that one? I did like that one too. It just got way too complicated. All right, Village Idiot time. Maybe I will do... Somebody suggested like a stockade or a pillory. So maybe we'll put the village idiot in a pillory instead. Hmm. Well, all right, we'll try this. We'll see how it goes. This probably needs to be moved over more. Can probably move this over more as well. Oops. Tome is very satisfying. Oh yeah, with the bullet hell RPG. Make it with a nasty grin. Black hole card, also Scythe. Yeah, Scythe would be a good one. He's being imprisoned for being dumb, I presume. Yes. Black hole shoots ray and deals damage to enemy row before card. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a concept of dealing damage to cards directly in the game, but I get what you're saying. I'll change the colors later. Just trying to get the shape in place. I don't like these legs down here. The head is going to be the hardest part. Oh, goodness. I can't draw faces to save my life. But we'll try it. I think it'd be better. We'll work with it. We will work with it. It'll be easier if I just give him a beard and then I don't have to do much. Good morning, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Or in prison for being dumb and a bad haircut. Yeah, that could work. I figured I would give coding in VR a try today, so I have a VR desktop that blocks out all other distractions other than this stream, I guess. Nice. How is that going? Are you enjoying it? The VR programming? VR work? Maybe his hand is too big? Okay. Give him little chicken legs. I think that'll work. I feel like the hand is still too far out this way. Okay. That'll work. Keep that orange. Well, maybe I'll do... Okay, that'll work. Wonder if I should do this. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty good. Okay. There's unfortunately no desktop mirroring app on MQ3. Oh, the MetaQuest 3, so it's still experimental, which one is the best? Gotcha. How's the idiot going? He's idioting all over my screen. But the built-in one is pretty cool. It dims the entire world except a cutout around your keyboard and then shows the desktop over the dimmed world. Oh, very nice. I'm starting to see the vision. All right, all right. VR coding seems like putting a lot of stress on your neck. It might be. I don't know. I have a MetaQuest 3 as well. You're making this game only 4 months. Yeah, it's been 4 months. Good morning, Eric Grove Art. Any new courses planned? I think you have hit a good corner of the market with your courses. You could make so many more and they would all do well. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I probably will do a course in the future, but it just takes so much time. And really, the courses are being used as a means to fund what I'm doing right now. So I'm sure there will be more courses in the future, but I don't want to make course production my full-time thing, you know what I mean? What genre did you try to make? Do you try to make on GMTK? Usually it just ends up being some kind of flavor of roguelite, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, it usually just ends up being something like that. Sometimes it's a platformer, sometimes it's a roguelite. Probably will be a little much of the same for this time around. I try to do, like, a lot of the time it's hard to come up with a really solid idea that you also know how to make in a given time frame, you know? So it can be challenging. I was wondering if I should change this. Let me see how this looks. No, that's too dark. How are we feeling? Oops. How are we feeling about the village idiot? Does that give the proper impression that this is a guy in a stockade or a pillory or whatever? You took my stockade idea, cool. Yeah, you're making like half of this game or 1.8% of the game or however much. Welcome back, Adam. Is a 2025 release possible for this game? I'm gonna try, but we'll see. Maybe remove the left black pixel in his hair. Looks like eyes to me at first. Oh. How's that? Does Coursera allow attaching links to YouTube? For example, you have some concept briefly touched in the course video, but you have a detailed one on YouTube. Can you drop a link on the lessons page? Are you talking about Udemy? Yeah, I can send links from Udemy to YouTube. Might have accidentally unlocked VR game dev. Yeah, gotcha. How are we feeling about this? Is it okay? I like it. Cool. Is it much better than this one? Or this one? Okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Much better. Looks very neat, thank you. Okay. Closeness of the card border here. I see. Yeah, I think that looks probably better. The older one is the villager zombie, yeah. He's giving prisoner energy more than idiot energy, if that makes sense. Still looks good, though. Yeah, I think it'll be... yeah, maybe it'll be fine. I mean, I could always just call this one prisoner. You know? We could just call this one prisoner and leave the village idiot for another day. It looks unbalanced. Oh, are you talking about the spacing there? If anyone knows, can I adjust the checkboard pattern squares and size in Sprite? Yeah. If you go to File, or where is it? Edit Preferences. And then you go to Grid. Nope. I forgot what it is. It's in here somewhere. Here, background. You can change the background size here for the checkerboard. So yeah, that's where you go for that. Thanks, gonna check it out. Yeah, for sure. So should this remain the village idiot, or should this just be a prisoner now? We can always change. We can always do the village idiot later as a different thing. I would say prisoner. Let's make it a prisoner instead. So the village idiot is still not done. Anyway, it's okay. Prisoner. Village idiot could be a meme. He never appears in the game, but everyone's talking about him. Yeah, that could work. Okay. Let's create the prisoner card now. We got to come up with some flavor text for the prisoner. This is a 2x2 card with the excluded cell being 1, 1. Is not flippable. Minion. Let's give him a 20% crit chance. I'm late, how you doing? Welcome, Joel. I'm doing well, how are you doing? Maybe the village idiot is the cards we find along the way. Yeah. Hello, Rin, welcome back. Great to see you. Yeah, I don't know what the flavor text should be, so we'll just go straight into making the card here. So we have a random conditional value provider, conditional ability decorator. I think I know how to do this. New file, simple chance. Well, let's do damage chance to miss. I'm just going to copy simple damage here. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. All right, so damage chance to miss. We need a conditional ability decorator. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it needs to decorate the damage ability. Condition, chance. What? Okay. So here's our conditional ability decorator. You can store this. Store that. Make multiplier scalar. Cool. I think that's basically it. And then we'll do 50% chance to miss. Cool. I think that will be it. And then in here, we'll do new simple damage. We'll give it like 12 damage. Or no, this is chance to miss. What did I call it? Damage chance to miss. All right, let's see what happens. Run manager. Okay, so in here, we'll just test it on my own board first. Also, there's another thing. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what happens. Any day now. Any day now. Deal 12 damage, 50% chance to miss, and it's got a 20% crit chance. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make the prisoner actually very, very nasty. If I go back to the prisoner, I'm going to give him a 2 critical multiplier as well. So he's got a 20% chance to deal double damage. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm facing a prisoner too. Look at that already. Oh, he hit me for 24. Yikes. Oh, I hit him for 24. I'm not really seeing much of a chance to miss here. That seemed to be hitting every time. Here's what I'll do. We gotta turn on the training dummy. Maybe the prisoner steals one of the player's card ability and use it for himself. Yeah, I could do that. $24. $12. Oh, you know what I probably didn't do? I know what I didn't do. And, no, I did add it here. Random chance provider. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I need to do abilities.add. I forgot. I need to add the random chance provider in here. Why did this I hate the AI. I hate it. All right. Random chance provider. Okay, that should fix it. The random chance provider needs to be added as an ability that can be executed so that it updates its chance every time. It missed. Oh, and then it hits for 24. Missed again. Hits for 12. Missed again. Missed again. Hits for 12. 12 again. It hit for 24 that time, I think. Cool. Work again, men. I can't even stand my game, but you still make it. Yeah. Great looks. Thank you, Kinyaz. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is the new card? The new card is a prisoner. It should say miss. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll add it as a note, but I don't know how to do that. Missed abilities should say miss in floating text. What does it do? The prisoner has a 50% chance to miss, but otherwise deals 12 damage. But it also has a 20% crit chance and a 2 times crit multiplier. So yeah, that's basically all it does. That's basically all it does. You should stop making epic stuff when I'm away. Yeah. Project settings. Okay, boom. That's the ability I suggested. Yeah, I think so. Somebody suggested it. There's a prisoner there. Look at that. A level 2 prisoner. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Oh, he did 36 damage to me. Ouch. Don't hit me again. I'm dead. Wow. Prisoner whooped me. Prisoner whooped me. I may turn that prisoner damage down just a tad. 10 instead. Okay. How do you make your card shader? The effects on the border of the card, is that what you're talking about, this one? So these are just basically noise textures, that's it. Just noise textures that are sampling, and then there's a certain cutoff. So a noise texture has a value of 0 to 1. You can cut off in the shader whether you render that pixel or not based on that 0 to 1 value. And then depending on the magnitude of that 0 to 1 value, you can change the color. So the red splotches here would be places where there's a higher, like the number is higher. The purple splotches, the number's within a lower range, and then the black is an even lower range than that. And then the range below that is just rendered as transparent pixels. I'm unfamiliar with roguelites. How do you balance them? Just tweak the numbers until it feels fine? Is it based on the structure of the game because you're essentially making an economy? Yeah, I wish I knew the answer to that question. The way I'm approaching it is, yeah, I'm basically just tweaking numbers until the numbers are sensible and they feel good pacing-wise. But it's going to take a lot of playtesting and probably a lot of feedback from playtesters as well. I don't know. That's a good question. I have to do more research into that. Do you have any favorite auto battler games? I liked the Bazaar a lot. Admittedly, I don't even play auto battlers that much. I just thought it would be fun to make one. So I played probably a couple hours of the Bazaar, and there's that game He Is Coming that I bought. I played a little bit of that, like 15 minutes. But yeah, I mean, I played some Teamfight Tactics too, back when it first came out. Okay, that's going to be it for the stream today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Very much appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you... Did he come? I don't know. Didn't find out yet. I hope you all have a good rest of your day and good weekend. I won't be streaming tomorrow, so be on the lookout for me to return on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. I also have my co-op multiplayer game available, or multiplayer course rather, available for purchase. It's a great way to support me, and it's a great way to learn how to build multiplayer games in the Godot engine, online multiplayer games. I never played an auto battler before, but this will be my first. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, thanks again, everyone. And yeah, see you on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern.